Yo, what is going on, Volcatero family? I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today, I'm going to be taking a dive into something a little bit different, something that we haven't really seen in a long time. It's going to be Lost Zone Box, but not the one that you're familiar with. Sit back, relax as I take you through the deck that I got 5th place in an online tournament that hosted by Mr. Senor Doom. If you haven't checked him out, definitely go check him out on Twitch and on YouTube and also on Twitter, all those great places. All those links will be in the description, but let's check out the list. Copperajah EX. Now, I actually forgot about this until recently. My friend Chase, he had texted me. I was telling him about the tournament, and he was like, man, I remember when you were first starting, you played Copperajah VMAX, and he was 100% right. My very first tournament ever in an online capacity where I was trying to understand the competitive format, I played Copperajah VMAX, and I've come full circle with Copperajah EX. So what is Copperajah EX? Copperajah is one of the newest cards from Paldea Evolved. It has a really good ability called Bronze Body, where it takes 30 less damage from attacks, essentially making a 330 HP behemoth. This Pokemon is insanely good. It has the attack Nosequake for 2 metal and 1 colorless. You're doing 260 damage. Yeah, that's a lot. And you're doing 30 damage to each of your benched Pokemon. So that is kind of a downside, but we have some really good partners for this. So naturally, it is a lost box deck. So we have 4 copies of Comfey. We also have 1 copy of Greninja for consistency, being able to throw away some of those key cards. Like you want to get certain cards into the discard because they do become an asset later on. You do have Manaphy. Manaphy here stops bench damage from your opponent's attacks. Unfortunately, with Manaphy on the bench, you don't actually stop your Copperajah's Nosequake. It only stops opponents. It's sus, but hey, you know, it is what it is. All right, and then we got 2 copies of Cramorant, which is a really good card. 4 in Lost Zone, you're able to attack for free for 110. 2 copies of Sableye with Lost Mine. We have 1 copy of Cufant. I didn't even actually realize this until I was actually like in the tournament. I think it was like in top 8. I realized that Cufant has 100 HP as a basic baby Pokemon, which is monstrous for this little guy. He's not good in any way, shape, or form, but we're using him just to get into our Copperajah. Lastly, we have 2 copies of Zamazenta. Zamazenta came out in Crown Zenith and has an insanely good attack. The ability is the same as Copperajah's. It takes 30 less damage, essentially making it a 160 HP Pokemon. But its attack Retaliate, and you need 2 metal energy and a colorless. You do 100 base damage, but if any of your Pokemon were knocked out last turn, you do 120 more. Yeah, so you're actually able to do 220 damage for 3 with Zamazenta on a basic. Is actually insanely good. It gives you a really good PAL matchup as well, since it's weak to metal. Now, we have 4 copies of VIP Pass, very much needed. We have 4 copies of Escape Rope. You want to try and get to 7 a little quickly because you are relying on Mirage Gate, but getting to 4 is also extraordinarily key because Cramorant ends up being an extremely important attacker throughout the match. You got Heavy Ball at 1 copy here. Remember, this will not get you your Copperajah EX. EXs of Stage 1 variety are now evolution Pokemon, so they're not like VMAXs or anything. Like, you couldn't get a VMAX with a or a V-Star with a Heavy Ball anyway, but we're used to some of these bigger Pokemon kind of being Vs, which were basic. So just keep in mind, Heavy Ball, basic Pokemon. 4 copies of Mirage Gate so we can accelerate once we're at 7. 3 copies of Nest Ball so that we can get some Pokemon on the bench when needed. We have 2 copies of Pokégear. It's extremely important to find Colress's experiment as fast as possible, and being able to find it off of the Pokégear is very, very good. But we also have other cards that we can find at very crucial moments that we'll need, and Pokégear sometimes solves that issue. For instance, we need Raihan, Pokégear can get it for us, and sometimes even Roxanne. I think I won a game because I Pokégeared into Roxanne, so it was pretty cool. 2 copies of Super Rod. Super Rod is so good in Lost Box now, it's not even funny. Being able to recycle a lot of your key cards, like something like Sableye, put it back into the deck, Cramorant, and all that stuff, without having to use Clara, so that way you don't lose your supporter for the turn, is extremely good. But you're also able to get back something you throw away, like Copperajah. Very, very nice card to get back into the deck, along with your other attacker, Zamazenta. But you can also get energy back into the list as well. For instance, if you know that in your deck you only have metal energy remaining, but you know you have psychic and water energy in the deck, you can go ahead and Super Rod both the psychic and water, activating the full potential of your Mirage Gate. So really good card. Love it at 4. Definitely needs to stay at 4. We have 4 copies of Switch Cart. This is a card that could maybe be replaced by Switch because you are playing an evolution Pokemon, but because you are doing damage to your own Pokemon, you do have you have a really nice ability here where you can heal 30 damage off your Pokemon, which is really good, which is the amount of damage that you do with your Copperajah. The other interesting thing too, the key synergy here is that Metal Shield we talked about on Zamazenta earlier. It says if this Pokemon has any energy attached to it, it takes 30 less damage from attacks. Not just your opponents. So if you do have just a bench of Zamazenta with energy on them, you actually won't do 30 damage to your Zamazenta, which is another key attacker. So it makes it just as bulky as it was coming in. So it's a really cool little piece of synergy there. You do have 2 copies of Artazon. Artazon is another new card out of Paldea Evolved. Really good stadium card. You're able to search your deck for a basic Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box. So unfortunately, you're not able to use this to find something like Radiant Greninja because it is a rule box Pokemon. But you could find anything else, including your Cufant, so that way you could start setting up your Copperajah. 1 copy of Boss's Orders. It's your standard Gust. You definitely want to have that. 4 copies of Colress. It's a Lost Box deck. You're going to need Colress at 4. Next up, we have 2 copies of Raihan. Raihan is extremely good in a list like this because all you really need to do is attach 1 turn, get KO'd, like get a Comfey KO'd Raihan, and attach again, saving your Mirage Gates for a later time. So really good card. I really like this card in this list, but you could also start setting up other Pokemon too. There's different ways that you can use Raihan here. For instance, you could attach for the turn. Let's say a Pokemon gets knocked out, you Raihan energy onto it, then you play Mirage Gate, fully building up 1 Pokemon and then setting up another one. So really, really cool card. I love the synergy it has with this deck. 1 copy of Roxanne. Roxanne is just a really good comeback card. A lot of people say Roxanne is the lie. I kind of tend to agree with them. Sometimes you just end up Roxanning your opponent into cards that they need, which is not great. Next up, 1 copy of Gen Energy. I found 1 in this list to be perfect. I don't think it really needs 2. 1 is really good to get yourself out of certain sticky situations. I really enjoy it. It's a free switch, essentially. 2 free switches, really, if you attach to a bench and then retreat. So it's really, really good. I really like Jet Energy. It's really nice to get yourself all set up, to get yourself at that needed 7, but also to kind of finish off getting 10 so Sableye gets online. Now, lastly, for energy, we have 5 copies of Metal Energy, 3 copies of Psychic Energy, and 3 copies of Water Energy. Yes, that is right. Water Energy, because Radiant Greninja can become an attacker in this list, which is really, really dope. So that is the list. Let's just jump right into a game. It's so much fun to play. And don't forget, it will be in the description, so definitely check it out if you want to play it in your PTCGL. All right, guys, here we go into our first match with Copperajah. I've been calling it Dogfant because, you know, you're playing an elephant, you're playing a dog. I call it Dogfant, LZB Dogfant. Kind of tells everybody exactly what you're playing. Yeah, we'll go first. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. This isn't a deck that it really matters whether you go first or second. Honestly, going second isn't bad whatsoever because you are able to set up your Cramorant. So not bad. You can start swinging with it turn 1. Sableye start here. We do have a VIP pass in hand. Love to see that. Going second, or during our next turn, we do have a Colress in hand as well. So it's looking pretty nice for us. We can get ourselves the Comfey. We have a Nest Ball here. So we're looking like we're going to get set up pretty nicely. I'm not going to hate on this too much. One argument that could be made is that you could put a belt in here. A belt would get your... Ooh, nice. Belt could get your Copperajah up to 290 HP or 290 damage against V Pokemon, which knocks about just you know, almost every single one of them. But if you can set up like a 260 on one, boss, 260 on another, you're able to Sableye, saving like another 80 damage counters to a different Pokemon. So it's actually kind of nice to keep swinging that 260. All right, so we did prize a Comfey. We have our Cufant. We have Manaphy, Sableye. We have both of our Zamazentas. We have our Copperajah, which is very, very nice. We did prize a VIP pass, surprisingly. Who am I kidding? Not surprisingly at all. Looks like we prized an Artazon. We prized a Water Energy. And okay, so that seems like that's the majority of our important prizes there. Let's go ahead and get these 2 Comfey on the bench. Get them nice and Comfey. Go into the active. We'll go ahead and start with a flower selecting. Our opponent started Hulucha, which has got me questioning what we might be playing against. Ooh, tough choice here. We'll keep the Super Rod. We know we have a Sableye, so we're kind of happy. And yeah, unfortunately, we're just going to have to pass there. Not good, but you know what? At least we got a card in the lost zone. Comfey in the active, and even if this one does get knocked out, we have the Colress's experiment plus the second Comfey, so we can come in and still be able to swing with a Cramorant next turn. I'm really starting to wonder what we're up against. Ting Lu. Okay, so Ting Lu could be a little bit of an issue. Stopping our abilities could pose to be a problem. However, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. They do have to get some damage onto us. They do have to set up with the homie Koraidon, get this guy all built up and, you know, be able to put some damage counters on the board. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, Squawkability, being able to do dump your hand to draw 6 on your first turn. Very good card. Hulucha coming into play here. And yeah, that's scary. That's definitely scary. However, we do have a boss's orders in hand, so it's not that big of a deal if they do get the Ting-Lu into the active. And if they don't get a second Ting-Lu into play, if we find an escape rope, we're going to be perfectly fine, because then they're going to have to bring up a Hulucha or even the Squawkability. So Squawkability. I'm going to keep saying that. I swear, Squawkability, but I keep messing that up. Don't worry about it. We'll get it straight one day. We'll get it right. And Dino Cry. Okay, so our abilities are still online, thankfully. Thankfully, we still have abilities. Very much like that. VIP Pass, no bueno here. We're going to go ahead and Colress. All right, we're going to get a Cufant. We probably don't need the Manaphy because it's damage counters. So yeah, we'll get rid of the Manaphy. No need for that. And thankfully, our homie Greninja is still online here, because Ting-Lu is not in the active, so we'll go ahead and dump this. Got a couple more energies. Okay, let's go ahead and Flower Select. Oh, man, between Cramorant or Switch Cart, I'd like to be able to get a knockout this turn for sure. Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to have to go with the Switch Cart, aren't we? Yikes. It's fine. We're at 4. Okay, let's get the Cufant down. Oh, the Gapejaw Bog. I forgot about that. Yikes. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we're just going to have to come in and swing with our Cramorant. Gonna have to come in and swing with our Cramorant. Go ahead and retreat. We do have Super Rod in hand as well, so we know that we can get those energies back along with our Cramorant, so we're kind of chilling. We'll get the first knockout, though. We will get the first knockout. Love to see that. Let's go ahead and grab our prize card. Please be a good one. It's that VIP pass. The one copy of VIP that we prize is right here. Okay, so Ting-Lu's looking kind of beefy. It does have that new Bravery charm attached to it, which boosts its HP by 50, so long as it's a basic Pokemon, which Ting-Lu definitely is. So kind of scary there, Oh no, now our escape rope shenanigans are not going to be working for us, thanks to having 2 Ting-Lu in play. So that's a little unfortunate, But you know what? It is fine. So long as like there's damage counters on the Pokemon, that's where we can't use any abilities. So that's a downside. But in all honesty, if we can get rid of that Gapejaw Bog and put down a Cramorant, we'll be fine. Let's see here. Artazon. Okay, you know what? That works too. I'm gonna have to waste my boss's orders here though, aren't I? Just to like really get a little bit deeper into the list. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we're gonna have to bring out that Squawkability. And we're gonna Flower Select here. Colress is very nice here. Unfortunately, though, can't use him. Okay, let's go ahead and conceal cards. We'll draw 2. Oh, we got Raihan too. We need to hit that. We need to hit our homie. We need to hit our homie, but we didn't quite get there. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna Nest Ball, get ourselves the Cramorant. We can Escape Rope, and we'll swing with our Cramorant. I mean, if they give us a Ting-Lu, that's great. If they don't, that's also fine. I am fine with either or. Any choice will be okay with me. Now, luckily, we do have like the Raihan in hand, but we are not exactly building up that Cufant too quickly. We're probably going to have to rely on getting ourselves the Mirage Gate. So we're going to have to get in range next turn. Thankfully, we do have a Colress. I'm going to go ahead and Super Rod this turn as well, so we can get this Cramorant back into the deck, as well as get these guys back in there too. That seems fine. I wish I could attach an energy for the turn, though. But you know what? It's not a big deal. We'll just go ahead and spit innocently here. Do 110 damage to Ting-Lu. Remember, Ting-Lu will only turn off your abilities if it has a damage counter on the Pokemon that it's trying to turn off. So for Cramorant here, it can still attack with Lost Provisions simply because it does not have any damage counters on it. And we got past the whole Gapejaw Bog shenanigans because Cramorant didn't come from our hand. It came from the deck thanks to Nest Ball. So kind of just chilling there. Kind of just chilling. But we'll see if Ting Lu is actually going to be decent here. I mean, Ting Lu does seem pretty scary because turning off all of these abilities is not exactly great for Lost Box, but it's also probably not the worst thing on the planet either. We'll probably be fine. Gutsy Pickaxe. They got one. Yo, chill, bro. What is this? What is this? These shenanigans you're throwing my way. So yeah, it looks like we're definitely not getting a KO next turn. There might be a way. There actually might be a way that we get a KO this turn. There definitely might be a way. All right, we'll bring up a Comfey. Not too hurt by that. Got an energy. Okay, let's go ahead and Colress. We need a Mirage Gate. We got one. Nice. Okay. Ooh, dumping all of this into the lost zones. Not great. Yikes. But it does look like we can actually get a knockout this turn. So let's go ahead and use this Artazon. We will put down Zamazenta. Oh, no, wait. We don't have a way to switch, actually. We can't get a knockout. Oh, that just got scary. Yikes. Okay. I will attach to the Zamazenta. And I'm going to have to pass, unfortunately. I definitely thought we would have had a knockout, but we definitely needed either another Mirage Gate or a switching card. And we didn't get either. We only had the one Mirage Gate. So hopefully our opponent doesn't have a boss's orders in hand, or we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Just a little bit of trouble. Okay, no boss's orders. That is really good for us. So we can actually match the prize trade here. So we're still kind of chilling. We're still kind of chilling. All right, Zamazenta, time for you to do your thing. Okay, from here, we can actually, like, attach this here. And then we can Mirage Gate. And start building up the Cufant. Although I don't think this is the matchup where we really want to use Copperajah. We could probably use it as a finisher later. We're at 7 in Lost Zone. I forgot to actually put one of those on the Zamazenta. So we're going to Raihan. This is where Raihan can really save our butts. We definitely messed that up. It's all right. We got Copperajah now, so we're chilling. And we're going to get a knockout on this Ting Lu for sure. No doubt about that. So here it comes. 220 damage, 330 on this Ting Lu. Yeah, we definitely messed that up. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But we caught up in the prize trade, so we're kind of chilling now. Although they did get another Ting Lu all built up, which is a little scary, if I'm going to be 100% honest. It's a little scary. However, if we can Colress for Mirage Gate, let's see. If we can Colress, get a Mirage Gate, and we can do 260 to this Ting Lu, we would probably have enough to, like, not only just switch out, but come in with Sableye to get a KO. Yeah, that's probably the best route that we have. So long as they don't play a collapsed stadium, which I don't see why they would. So they're definitely going to knock out our Zamazenta. We definitely 100% need to hit a Mirage Gate off of the Colress and our top deck for us to get a win here. That is very much needed. So up comes Copperajah. Come on. No Mirage Gate. Okay, that's fine. All right. Whoo, we got there. That could have been scary. That could have been pretty scary. Let's go ahead and get this going. Okay, we're going to go ahead and Super Rod. Put these energies back into the deck along with a Zamazenta, because why not? And we will Mirage Gate. Yeah, we'll just put everything here. Not a big deal. We'll go ahead and do that. And from here... Oh, but you know what? They can get a knockout on our... They can only get a knockout on our Comfey next turn, right? Yeah, because they'll put 2. Yeah, so they can only knock out our Comfey next turn. Because their bench is full. Okay, yeah, we're chilling. So, yeah, we'll just swing 260 here. So, if they boss out Sableye, then what we can do is we can... We have to get another energy on the Copperajah to be able to retreat, because it does have a 4 energy retreat cost. And this is where I think Switch could be a little bit better. All right, so there it is. 120 to the Copperajah, knocking out our Comfey. So this homie's got 30. This homie's got 50. We could definitely get a KO with Sableye. Thankfully, we do have the energy in hand. I was hoping we wouldn't get Ionode. So we'll just go ahead and attach here. Oh, no, wait. We're off by 1. That's all right. We still have the Colress. Whoo, we almost made a huge mistake there. Jet energy. Yeah, it doesn't matter what we grab here. We just have the game. So we'll go ahead and retreat our Copperajah, go into the Sableye, use Lost Mine, and just take the game away from here. So we need 30 damage on Tinglu, and only 50 damage is remaining on this Holucha. So we'll just put the rest there. Boom! 3 easy prizes all set up because of our Copperajah being able to swing 260 damage. That's such an insane amount of damage for 3 energy. I really enjoy this deck. I think it's super fun. I definitely think you guys should give it a shot. So that is the list. Let me know what you guys think of it down below in the comments. I think it's super fun. It's cute. I honestly think that it's kind of something that a lot of people wouldn't expect. So I would expect some like really unique and different types of Lost Zone builds come NAIC. I'm personally considering this for NAIC because it's clunky. Sure, it seems like that, but it's really fun, and it can throw your opponents off drastically because being able to swing 260, set up a huge amount of knockouts with Sableye. Like, we were behind a lot that game. Being able to just come in with Sableye to do a clean sweep because Copperajah sets you up, I love it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. And until next time, stay safe and be kind.